Good.
I have not met my boyfriend's family or friends, but he wants to get married. We've been dating for 10 months. Is this a red flag or am I overreacting?
I've not met my boyfriend's family or friends. Now he wants to get married. So black. Is he a red flag?
Yeah, I think so. And you've not met, your boyfriend's family, not even friends, but the guy wants to marry you.
Uh,
Yeah, I think to me, I mean, if the girl is complaining that that be the case where, I mean, she needs to what, all this. I mean, it is important or the possibility of she seeing your parents or your family, and I think I will even focus on parents and more than more than friends or your family. I think yeah, because the family must know who you are with, right? Where is the lady from? As more or less like some kind of background checks, as we know it. I mean, from our traditional perspective or as culture demand. So I think to me it's a red flag. The lady must know the guy's family, and also the guy must also know the lady's family. Then if need be or if time can be, then they can marry. But I mean, you can't see someone for 10 months and not know his family. So I mean, in this 10 months, what were they talking about, right? So yes, even in our current world, I mean, after a month or two, sometimes the guy introduces the lady, so introduces the lady to the family. So as there was the lady also does the same thing. So I mean,
At least friends.
and his friends.
yes, yes,
The
yes,
question is also one-sided too. Don't you think so? Like, has a guy met her friends and their family?
but you see, because it is more or less like the man or the guy who does the approach first. So the lady must know, in my view, anyway. I mean, people can take exception to it, but in my view, the guy will have to do the interaction. Are you getting my point? Then later the lady can also do. But for 10 good months and no show or no introduction, I think that to me, yeah,
It's a red
It's
flag.
a red flag. Yeah.
Ravi, how do you think?
I
Do you agree
think
with Black?
I think it's a red flag too. That they want to get married. If they were still dating, maybe may not know the family in 10 months. It's possible, depending on maybe where they are. Anything is possible, but for them to decide to take the step towards marriage in that 10 months and she doesn't know the man's family, it's a red
Family
flag.
and friends.
Yeah, because she is marrying into the man's family. She would leave her family. She is married to the man's family. So it's important that she
She
know,
knows.
even if the other side is answered yes, that he knows her family is still not enough. It's a little bit, yeah, I wouldn't say insignificant, but it's the other side is needed more for her to know where she's going. She can't just get up and just, because you're married into family. So it's a red flag, not knowing anybody and just depending on the man that she's known for 10 months and then
And
really her
But
whole life to
don't you
it.
yeah,
think? Don't you think the issue of context also comes in?
context as in
As in, is when you come to this side of the world,
yeah,
it's so absurd if you've not met someone's family and then you want to marry them.
yeah,
But when you go to the other side,
mm-hmm.
people get married when they've not even had any kind of encounter
With family.
with family.
If you say that, like you said, there and here, I mean, are two different
So what
words.
if the context is from there? Because it clearly doesn't state any
If
location.
it is from there, if it is from there, I mean, I mean that is the that is the. But
That's
over
the
here,
culture.
yeah, that's their culture. But over here, I mean, I don't think yeah. And moreover, irrespective of where they find themselves, certainly at least So should I find myself outside the country and I've seen a lady for maybe almost a year, at least, I mean, why not talk to my mother? Why not talk to my father? Or why not talk to my parents or family? For them to know that this is the lady that I am with, or this is the lady in my life. Yes, and I think even with that, I think family, it gives the family some form of pride or some form of importance. At least this guy respects family or knows his culture, despite he's on a foreign land. So I think for me, 10 months getting married, not knowing friends, And even the friends, even if friends know the lady, I mean, do friends marry, or can friends act as family members? Maybe to an extent, but I don't think. But I think that when it comes to the critical stage, family members will have to play a role, specifically maybe your nuclear family or parents. So I think to me, it's a big red flag.
Yeah, number one, the 10 months. I can't say how long is ideal for you to know a person before you decide to get married. But and I don't want to believe that it is the context of the other side, maybe the Western world, because
Even that is
what,
not
what
right.
okay,
Yeah,
well, even that, I think what we see in movies is what I can give an example of. You see, once they decide to get married, they start making a trip home.
yeah.
It may be uncomfortable, they try to do that. So the person wouldn't be giving this as an issue for advice unless, because you are likely to have those plans underway. But this is somebody who, it's as if there's nothing. This is just what I'm saying. Now, if the person is asking, let's marry, and you know there's a need to do that, but you're not seeing any way of that happening. That's why you'll be asking this question. So it's 10 months. You may even feel maybe the 10 months is too short. Because if she felt the 10 months was okay and she hadn't met the family, she would have she would have liked to meet the family. So the 10 months somehow may also be a short duration to get married. But it depends on each and every person. So I can't speak much on that.
But
But for the family,
in this world where things are so bizarre, people act in weird ways. You can be with someone for 10 months as an island. You don't even know
Where he comes from.
their friends, whether the person is a convict, whether the person has run away from a place, has committed some atrocity, has run away, or probably have a family
A
somewhere.
fugitive.
Yeah, like a fugitive sort of.
and they could be working in a different country, a different town. They could be
And
working for, and
but
10 months is
and you
not
don't even know
a
his
year. People
colleagues.
take back
You don't even know
vacation.
you don't even know his colleagues at
But,
work.
but 10 months, from what she's saying,
Yes.
this is someone she's with.
Yeah.
But she's not seen any friends or family around him. He's just there.
It's not as if the person is a hermit.
Anyway,
Yeah, I think it's bizarre. It's bizarre.
It's
Yeah.
bizarre. So, you think it's a red flag?
Yeah, I think it's a red flag because one, you see, like you said, no one is an island. Certainly, you will see, a friend or two of his, and that. But like I said, in the absence of family, the closest are friends, or the closest a friend. Why don't you introduce, the lady to friends, so that before family comes, at least friends are even aware that, okay, due to this, and even in the absence of family, a very reliable friend can even lead you to the lady's family, whereby, so at least, oh, this is my friend, this that, okay, he's a confidant, blah blah blah. So I think, to me, why not introduce, just get, I'm not saying that all friends, but at least a few friends that you take confidence in, just introduce the lady to them, and then, in case of maybe security matters, the lady can contact your friends of your whereabouts. Like you said, no man is an island. But to me, this very, particular, statement is very weird to me.
So, what would be your advice to Hajia?
Um,
Should she leave, or should she persist on meeting family and friends? What if that doesn't happen?
should have to persist to meet family and friends, because the single person she's dating is not enough for her to get married. At least in our culture here, it's not good for her own security. It's not good. This is your whole life that you're signing up for marriage. So there's a lot in that context she needs to consider before she get married. If her family is aware this is what she wants to do, they should be the first people telling her it's a wrong move. It's so red a flag. So she needs to know the family, know how they behave, where he's coming from, what they do. Try to relate him to the people he lives with.
More or
There's
less
a
like
lot.
having his
Yes.
background
Yes, try to see the way he behaves
figure
and
out
see
how to
why he
deal with
behaves
him
that way.
and-
Yes. So it's not just about one meeting where you go and sit down, meet, okay, I've met the family. No. There needs to be some interaction. They need to know this is the lady that my son wants to marry, or our son wants to marry. She should know them, and they should know her on a personal level before they plan together to get married, because it's the families that plan the marriage, not the single people. So he that is asking to marry her I think it's just something he's saying. It's either he just said it because if he's really ready to marry her, then a lot goes into it rather than just
So
going into
she should leave in case he still refuses to show her to.
it. To be too about to say just leave.
No, I'm saying that
There are things that should.
if she insists, you know, it's been 10 months. If she insists, and it goes on and on and on and on and on,
Uh-huh.
and then he's still not doing the introduction to family or friends, should she leave? Because that's a red flag. If you are saying red flag, then the person should. This is a sign that run away.
Then,
Green
you
light
know,
mean go.
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
decides that let's get married and they choose a date, I'm sure some introduction will even come inside, like some 1 day introduction, but that's not even enough. So if she's been dating a person for 10 months and you think this is a person you want to marry and you're not ready to show some particular people in your family to her, colleagues, yes, fine, but friends, people who know you, this is my friend, and you are not ready to show that, it's already a red flag. Maybe the date of the marriage, okay, a week before that, we go and see my family. You don't know who you are meeting. It could just be a group of colleagues they put together.
Yeah.
Some elderly ones. So she needs to interact. If 10 months is enough for her to get married, then 10 months is enough for her to have known all these people around her. You can't just come and meet the person. And in our culture now, that is how it is. It's not even now, it's what it has been before. We have tried to take away from it, but it still remains as part of the process if you want to get married. If not, it's not advisable because you meet things already. You meet things that you never knew. Now you don't know the family person. How do you even relate? Where do you start from? It's
Is
a
it,
no no.
I don't want to go direct.
Yeah,
And
but
so I'll throw the same direct question to
yeah,
you.
Oh.
yeah,
If you keep on persisting, she's saying that it's all the red flag. But
Yeah.
I wanted to speak, give you the direct answer.
Yeah.
Let me see if you can do that for me.
be precise.
If you keep on persisting,
Yeah,
and then he still doesn't introduce you, and you keep on persisting, is it a way to quit the relationship?
why not?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, for me, I mean,
Straightforward.
straightforward. I mean, yes, introduce me to your family. You said, I mean, you trying to what, beat about the bush, trying to what, delay, give me the delay tactics. Why not? I mean, I would just, because this about, I keep saying that, every relationship that will lead to marriage will surely have it, will have its rules, will have deeper conversations. So what are we heading to? Okay, so where do you live? I mean, who are your parents, family? Yes, I mean, these things are basic, necessity as far as
Necessities.
culture is concerned. Let's just uphold our culture. I mean, like you were saying, maybe from elsewhere, but elsewhere, I mean, that's elsewhere, but maybe from our point of view, our culture must be upheld. Conversations must be what must be had. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, so where are your parents? Blah blah. Okay, so now let me go and see my people. For friends, fam, like I just said, for friends, I mean, the guy can just have a plan with
You
friends.
can organize it.
Organize friends. Charlie, when he come, Charlie,
Our wife.
Charlie, we should go by our wife. I get my point. But when you see the family, maybe you can ask
You have some kind
a
of-
question or two from the mother, from the uncle, I mean, from dad, maybe with your opinion, whoever, and then you get to know maybe from the mother's side, maybe not necessarily maybe from both father. I mean, once you know either mother or father, any of them, you are good to go. Then you are certain that at least you know the guys with background. With this one, at least you can heave a sigh of relief. Other than that, trying to it's as if you met in Accra and then you've been doing your own thing in Accra, but you don't know where the lady comes from. You don't know where the guy comes from. So no, I think
That's quite risky.
and yes.
Or extend the dating time. What's the rush for?
Exactly. Yes. So
What's
like
the
10
rush
months.
for?
So 10 months.
Extend
10 months.
the
You don't
dating
know.
time, see what happens.
10 months no introduction. So just give it
it's
maybe
not a
another,
time.
maybe 6 months or maybe a year into the relationship. Maybe by that time you guys are very familiar with families and then you are good to go. So for me,
I think Adi has just raised the point, and then that will give me my next question. I'll throw that to both of you, and then I think we'll conclude on that. So, meaning, to be ready for marriage,
Yeah.
when you've actually seen the person, you know you like the person and all that, depends on you finishing the processes. So the process could take 1 day, and then you can marry the following day. But it could take 10 years, and if you're still not certain, then marriage can come on.
No.
Because I'm just giving a bizarre question.
10 years.
That's I use 1 day and 10 years.
10 years. Okay.
It's too much. It's both extreme. But what I'm saying is that if I meet you, I like you, and then the following day I meet your family members and all that. Probably we know each other. You have the history and everything.
Yeah.
We can get married.
Good.
Or if I meet you and we've been dating for 5 years, and I still don't know your family members, and you don't know, that meaning we've not gotten to that stage of marriage. Is that it?
Exactly.
Do you agree to that statement?
Yeah, the second part I agree, but the first part too, it sounds good, but I also don't agree because apart from meeting the family, you yourselves need to know each other. You can't do that in 1 day.
Yeah.
Unless you've all seen prophecy that is it and you believe in the prophecy that's enough, because you you need to know each other before you can involve other people that yes, we know each other, want to marry. So if they ask you what do you know about the person, in one day you get to know all that. No. So they also need to date, they need to know each other. And then at some point when they are sure they do know each other, even before they are sure, the parents
in our current sort of social environment, when you're speaking of the dating, we want to understand what you mean by dating.
You see, you bring this matter up again.
No, if we speak of dating, we've changed the context of dating.
Now
we understand the basic understanding of dating is going on dates, right? And getting to know each other.
It's not going on.
Okay,
well, yes.
Going on dates. Going out, that's dating.
Yes.
Or should we check the meaning of dating?
Oh no, it's okay.
Probably the romantic relationship.
Yes, but romantic relationship is it part of dating?
That's not part of the dating. Actually, that's what we've added to it.
Oh, but
that's what you've taken from the there people that you don't want to discuss.
Madam, it is what it is.
Okay, but he's saying that we've added to it. That's what we've added to it.
We've added a lot of things to it.
That's one part. That's one main part of what we added to it.
I want to read dating. You go on. I'm looking for dating.
Well,
because
so
you've used dating like 3 times, and then
no, the question she said we are dating, so I can't change.
But of course, you start dating before you marry. I mean, or dating leads to marriage.
Dating leads to marriage. Yes.
Yeah, more or less like a preparatory stage towards marriage.
Some marriages too are arranged.
Well, but I mean that is 1 in a million, or like the very uncommon thing we know. But we all know that dating is common.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't date or you can't marry without dating. So you can't just say that okay, I met this man again.
So I see you, I like you. Let's try to know each other.
Let's read this. Let me read this. Sex is not mandatory. I'm just reading from Holland. Sex is not a mandatory part of dating. It depends on the individuals who are involved in their preferences. Okay. Some people choose to have sex during dating, while others choose to wait until they are in more committed relationship. Because dating doesn't really mean you're in a relationship. Dating means you are knowing each other.
Exactly.
You getting to know each other. You know your likes and dislikes and all that. If you feel you don't like the person, move out.
Yes.
You are in a relationship.
Should I dating is not in a relationship.
So I mean, for dating can be the beginning stage.
I think it's the beginning stage.
Then it transcends to relationship.
Yes. Then it transcends to relationship. From dating before you move to relationship. I think I like you then.
Yes.
But I think dating is just going out.
Yeah, more or less like introduction stage. Trying to know each other.
Yes. Then does sex become a part of it?
No, for the prevention.
Dating is the relationship. Somebody you are considering for marriage, so you have a relationship with that person.
You see,
no, I think with this one, you see, I mean, FT did say committed. Committed. So when,
you see, people use the word. The reason why I asked you to clarify is that we all use the word dating for everything at every stage of relationship. But the dating is when dating comes before. What I know is that dating comes immediately before a committed relationship.
Yes,
I can meet you. I like you. Oh, I like you. Can we go on a date? And then we go on a date. We have a few conversations. The following day, we go on a date. Another conversation. We could be doing that for a whole month when we've not even had even a peg.
But
you see, in our context,
that's why some people date 3 or 4 weeks. So they are sure of who they can enter the committed relationship with. If I go on a date with you 1 or 2 times, I think we are dating.
But you see, this very dating analogy can spark a lot of.
So which one the relationship? What's the name of that one?
So let me read dating. Let me see.
Is it an open dating relationship?
Let me read this. I'm searching for this. Is dating commitment?
I think
dating is not commitment, but there's a relationship. We have
different dating is generally not considered a full commitment.
Everything
yes. In the same way as being in a committed relationship, dating is often seen as a period of exploration, getting to know someone, while a committed relationship involves a deeper level of emotional investment, shared understanding of exclusivity, and future goals. So, that's why I asked you to clarify the dating, because really you can be dating, but you've not really gotten to the stage where you can even know your family members. Because if you are dating someone and you realize the person is there's no need to go further. So the word the lady used in this context is more or less like we are committed, right? They are in a committed relationship.
We've been dating for 10 months.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He wants to get married. But she doesn't know his.
So it could be as simple as a simple dating,
Dating.
and it could be as deep as a
But you
committed
see,
dating.
that's the definition of dating. But unfortunately for here, dating is dating. And from dating, you go to courting. Then they are counseling. Unfortunately, yeah. So the
Okay.
courting is people
But
where those who have not taken advantage of the
Anyway,
sex
Some
already,
people
they
even
take
see the
advantage of
dating
the
and the
sex
courting
as
to
courting.
even be stages of relationship.
Say-
That's the dating and
okay.
courting to be stages of relationship. So
Yeah,
where
so
you,
in the
where
dating,
you
some part of the dating then becomes a
Courting.
committed
Relationship.
kind of thing. It
Yeah.
becomes committed at some point. So I don't know if that's the courting.
Anyway, so our basic
Mm.
understanding of the whole thing is that
Yeah.
They were dating, whether they were having sex or
So,
not, they were
they
dating.
were dating.
Yeah,
Yes,
what-
they were
So,
considering themselves for marriage, the two.
That's
So at
potential
least they've
couple.
singled out that they like each
Each
other.
other.
They are going that way.
okay.
Whereby
That's why you'd say he wants to get married.
So we spoke on the one day thing, and then you were saying something like you can't meet someone for one day.
Yes, for me,
Yeah,
You can-
I mean, it's too
okay.
short.
not.
It's too short.
It's too short.
But even the 10 years, if the person has not introduced you, it's still too long, right?
Like,
But me, I dated a
but 10
person
years
for
is-
10 years, they've not
10 years
introduced. Then you
is-
yourself, what I did.
what are you
You have to move on.
And you see,
But 10
speaking
months,
of,
it's 10 months enough for you to complain.
but you see,
The duration, like I said earlier on the
speaking of the 10 months,
It's quite-
a bit of digression here, where I know a lady who dated a guy for 10 good years.
10
And-
years.
See, I'm telling you, over 10 years.
and they are not married.
They are not married. And so the other day I
Do
was
they have a child?
no. So the lady, so a mutual friend was like, "Oh, you sure she pardon small?" Because for 10 good years, not even knocking has been done. And the lady goes like, I like him, I like him. And I was like, are you sure this guy
They
likes
just start doing the
Like
child,
over 10 years old. You can't imagine. Yeah.
and there's no child.
Yeah. There's no child. Like, yeah, there's no child.
Anyway,
I
Anyway,
like it like that.
so-
But 10
so-
months is not
but 10 years,
bad.
that's
Still,
time
some people in
wasted.
2 months, they can marry. So
so it's not
No,
bad.
but
So
10 years is too much. I
basically,
mean-
the introduction needs to come on.
Exactly.
She needs to insist.
Just like,
If it doesn't come on, it's a straight red flag.
Exactly.
She should find a way.
if there's a
yeah, and under normal circumstances, if the man is well to do, he's not in school, there's nothing hindering him, and he says he likes you, and the family agrees, me, I think even 2 months is okay because what are you discussing for that long? You can keep on, you can get to know the person that much, and still even in the marriage you're still getting to know the person. But I think here what gets us going is some people are in school. Some people are working, they need some things to work out before they can get to that stage. So all that part becomes the dating because you are working towards having some things work out before you can plan the marriage. So you are working together. And that is what extends the,
But the story-
you see.
but
But
the
there are
story-
some rich people
but the
that
story
don't
talks
need
about,
much.
you know,
the family likes you, they are not even rich, but we there, marry her. First
Yeah. But in all of this, the introduction is very necessary.
It's very
It's
nice.
very necessary. Other than that, Charlie,
Other than that, Charlie.
just call it a quit.
Red flag. Okay, I think that's it for today. We've
Yeah.
actually we've all agreed
Yeah,
that it's a red flag.
yeah.
So if that introduction doesn't happen, you better call it what?
A quit.
It's Jofwe. Jofwe
Charlie.
doesn't be Yakum.
What's it?
Okay, thank you very much.